Okay, let's continue. Let's continue recording or posting rather. Let us continue posting to the ledger the problem of Louie Romero. Okay, so first, first thing to do is uh, you're going to look at the general journal wherein you are done recording all the transactions from May 1 to May 30. So, as I repeat, no? So, all the transactions in the general journal should be based on the uh, Romero Laundry Services chart of accounts. So, this chart of accounts. And we're going to follow the transactions, no? From May 1 until May 30. So, the general journal, diba? So you're done with analyzing, recording to the general journal. So we're going to post that to the general ledger. Okay? So I have here the solutions for the general journal, and we have page 1 and 2. Okay? So these are the solutions. So page 1, then page 2. Okay, so let's now proceed to the general ledger. Okay, so here are the format of the general ledger. Okay, so I already created a general general ledger format. Okay, wherein you can find here, or you can see the account number, the account title, page number, and the date, particulars, the date of the transaction. So the particulars wherein you will write there the uh, what's the transactions all about, and the folio is your reference number and the debit. So this is your debit side, and this is your credit side, the date, particulars, the folio, and the credit. So money siya. I prepared already. So all we have to do is we're going to post the general journal entries. Okay, so let us start uh, on May 1, 2023, May 1 transaction. Okay, so we'll be copying the year 2023 and post this one to the general ledger. But before that, no. So, but before that, let's let's write the account number and the accounting title, no. So, for you to work it easy and post your transaction easily. So you're going to uh, go back to the chart of accounts. So diba, our account number is ordered from assets, revenue, liabilities, expenses, and owner's equity. So we will be starting in the assets. Account number, copy the account number of assets. Under particulars, we have cash, then 111. So post here in the ledger. Okay, so this is 111 and cash. Okay, since our accounting title is cash, so you should also copy the cash and page number, since this is page 1, and this is really important that we need to put a page number for us to have a uniformity, and we could determine if how many accounting titles do we have in our problem or in our entire transaction. Okay, so okay, let's record first, no, the accounts receivable. accounts receivable, and it is 112. Okay, then this is 112. Then page 2. The next, the notes receivable, 112A. Okay, page 3. Then what's the next? Laundry supplies, 113. Account number is 112. Account number is 113. And this is page 4. Okay, the next, let's record first, or let's post first the assets and its account number and its particulars. No, the accounting title. So next with laundry supplies is delivery equipment. So 114. Okay, 114. Then page 5. Okay, the next, we have office equipment, account number 115. Office equipment. Then page number, no. Okay, nang laktaw ko. 115 office equipment, page number 6. Then next to office equipment, we have office furnitures and fixtures, 116. Office furniture and fixtures. Okay. And this is page 7. Okay, next we have the we're done with the assets, and let's proceed to the liabilities. Okay, so we will be starting to notes payable. So 221 notes payable. Okay, so 221 notes payable. Okay, then page 8. The next we have accounts payable, account number 222. account number 222, accounts payable, and page number 9, okay. So we are done with the liabilities, and let's proceed to revenue. So we have only one revenue. We have service income, and the account number is 441. Okay, 441, then service income, and we have page number, and this is page 10. Okay, so next we are done with the revenue. Let's proceed to expenses. So we have only one expense, salaries expense, and that's 553. Okay, so this is 553, and the page number is where is it? The page number is 11. Okay, page number is 11, and we are done with the expenses. So let's proceed to owner's equity. So L Romero Capital 331. L Romero Capital. Okay, so 331, and this is page 12. Okay, so page 12. Then next we have L Romero Drawing. Simply copy the accounting title, and account number is 332. Account number is 332. Okay, so lacking one page. Okay, 332 L Romero Drawing, and this is page 13. Okay, so we have 13 accounting titles. Okay, so after we write the account number, the account title, and the page number, so let's record the transaction number 1 on May 1. So since your debit is delivery equipment, so record first the delivery equipment 600,000 on debit. Okay, so pangitaon ni mo ari delivery equipment debit 600,000. So since this is your debit, so this one, and the transaction is 2023. So what's your particulars, what's your explanation here? So you can also record this one, bought delivery car for cash amounting to 600,000. Okay, bought delivery for cash. So what's your folio number? So that's belong to JJ1. So tanawa ang general journal. Try to look. The general journal is the May 1 transaction is belongs to page 1. So JJ1. So this is General Journal or JG, then page 1. Okay, so where is it? Delivery equipment. Okay, JG1. Then debit 600,000, and do not forget, no, you should not put a comma, no, because in your general ledger book there's no comma there, there's no period, and all you have to do is fill in only in the box provided in the general ledger. So only in the debit. So we are done with the debit in the transaction number 1 on May 1. So let's record or let's post the cash, the credit, no? 600,000. Okay. So cash accounting titles, okay. So since credit month, so try to write first the year 2023, then bought delivery car for cash, then so remember this is JG page 1 or JG1, and the credit amount is 600,000. Okay, so next transaction, refer to General Journal number 2 on May 2. So debit cash amounting to 20,000. So under page 1. So find the cash. Since that's already debit, so write first the year. Okay, so what's the explanation? Try to look at the explanation. Okay, so same, no, to record bought delivery car for cash. So bought delivery car for cash. So bought delivery car for cash. So for cash. Okay, so JJ. Are you sure? No. This is transaction number 2 already. So we are done with the transaction number 1. So this is 20,000, and the cash that I'm referring here is transaction number 2, the May 2 transaction, which is you're going to record the sold computer for cash. So this is the time that you are selling your computer for cash. Okay, so this is debit, no? Cash, sold computer for cash, JG1. Okay, this is JG1, then 20,000 pesos. Okay, so we are done. Okay, so I'm going to highlight all those transactions that are done. Okay, so we are done in this transaction. Okay, so I'm done recording this one to the general ledger for me to not confuse. So let's proceed to May 5 transaction. So let's we're not yet done here in transaction number 2 rather, because I wasn't able to post the office equipment to the general ledger. So find the office equipment of 20,000. Okay, into your credit. Write the year first. Okay, so and let us check the error later on. Okay, so this is sold computer for cash amounting. Okay, so JG first, JG page 1, and 20,000 is the amount. Okay, try to look at if what would be the error when you are posting to the general ledger. So try to look at. No, the error here is I wasn't able to put the date and the month of the transaction. So let's go back to the general journal. So do not forget to record or to post that uh, uh, to post carefully, because that's the checking of this is itemized. So if you forget to write the date or the month, so you are wrong already. Okay, so okay, I wasn't able to put the May 1 or May and the 1. Okay, so in the cash, the delivery equipment debit. Okay, delivery equipment. Where is the delivery equipment? Okay, so this is May 1. And the credit is the cash. Okay, this is 2023 May 1. Okay, then the transaction 2 cash. Okay, so cash, okay, May 2, and the office equipment May 2. So cash 2023 May 2, and then the office equipment is 2023 May 2. Okay, alright, so we are done with the clarification and the error, no? So we already find out the error. Okay, let's proceed to transaction number 5. So find first the laundry supplies and write that into the debit, and the accounts payable, write or record into the credit. So amounting to 35,000, and this is page 1. Laundry supplies, ilan to? How much? 35,000. Laundry supplies. Okay. So, okay, so sa date. So let's try to, okay, May 5, and to record bought laundry supplies on credit. Okay. So, laundry supplies. Okay, 2023 May 5. Okay, to record or bought, okay, bought laundry supplies on credit. Bought laundry supplies on credit. Okay, 2023 May 5. Okay, JG1, JG page 1, then 35,000 pesos. So your credit is accounts payable, and you should record that one to accounts payable. Accounts payable. Okay. So atong kopyahon ning particulars, the explanation. So find out or find the accounts payable. Okay, so accounts payable, okay, here we have accounts payable here, credit. So this is May 5 transaction, and we need to put first the year 2023 May 5, JJ-1, and the amount is 35,000 if I'm not mistaken. So okay, 35,000. So 35,000 record in the accounts payable. Okay, 35,000. Okay, so we are done with the May 5 transaction, and let's highlight the transaction on May 5. Okay, so let's proceed to May 10 transaction. So our debit is accounts payable. So 35,000. So we are paying our obligations from our supplier, BQ Mall, Tagbilaran City. So pay accounts payable debit of 35,000. So payment of account to BQ Mall. Accounts payable 35,000. Accounts payable, so 35,000. So ato ang gi-close. Okay. So we are closing our account, no? So ato ang i-close ang atong utang para dili magbalik-balik ug paningil ang ato ang supplier. Okay? So 2023 May 10. So JG1, JG-1, then we have 35,000 pesos. Okay? So we are done with the debit transaction on May 10. Okay, so we have cash. Cash, 35,000 pesos. Okay, cash. So our cash is debit or credit? Okay, May 10, so it's credit. Okay, so May 10, and I'm going to copy the accounts, you can easily copy the particulars or the description or the explanation here, since parehas naman siya ng transaction, same transaction naman siya. Okay, and copy this one to your cash, credit, explanation, the particulars. Okay, so payment for account with BQ Mall, JJ-1, and this is amounting to 35,000 pesos. Okay, 35,000 pesos, May 10. So I think we are done. So if we're going to check, no, so our credit is cashman and our debit is accounts payable of 35,000 pesos. So it's correct. So let's proceed to the what do you call this one? Transaction or the general journal. So we're going to highlight the done transaction. If we are done recording, so let's going to highlight this one for us to be reminded that this is done already. Posting to the ledger or posted already to the ledger. Okay, so next transaction, our debit is office furnitures and fixtures 25,000. So the explanation is to record. Okay, so office furnitures and fixtures 25,000 last May 12. Office furnitures and fixtures. Okay, 2023 May 12. Okay, GG-1 and GG-1. So what's the amount? 25,000. Okay, 25,000. Okay, what's our credit? Okay, Okay, our credit. Okay, so notes payable 25,000. Find the notes payable. Notes payable. Okay. Notes payable 25,000. 2023 May 12. JG-1 25 25,000. Okay, so next transaction, we are done recording. This is recorded already, and let's put the highlight. And next is transaction 14 on May 14, notes payable. So let's record in the debit. Notes payable 25,000. Okay, so nibayad ta sa itong utang ni M4. Pag 14, notes payable gidebit. Notes payable. Okay, 2023 May 14. JG-1 -1. Okay, to go back to the transaction. Notes payable debit 25,000 sa 14. Notes payable 25,000 pesos. Okay, so explanation. Notes payable. Okay, notes payable to record. Okay, payment account with MCore. Payment account with MCore. Okay, so that's our debit, and our credit. And our credit is cash 25,000. Cash 25,000. Credit. And that's credit. No? And that's credit. GG1 page. GG page 1 25,000. Okay, always remember that you should not write again the month for you to not shall we say redundant. So dili na mag-redundant ug sigbalik ug butang sa month. Then I'm very particular of that because I will mark you wrong if you're going to write it again. No, so you should write only once the year in the page into your page. No, then the number should be, or the date should be systematically or chronological order. Okay, so we are done with the credit of the transaction number 14. Okay, so let's highlight. Okay, let's proceed to transaction number 15. So May 15 debit cash 15,000 pesos. Okay, so debit cash 15,000 pesos. 1. Okay, services rendered to a customer. So what date? May 15. Okay, 15,000. Then our credit is service income 15,000. Service income 15,000. Our credit 23 May 15, if I'm not mistaken. GG1 and 15,000. Okay, so I'm going to check again. So okay, so May 15, 15,000. Okay. Service income. Service income May 15. Okay, this is 15. Service rendered to a customer 15,000. And the cash is 15,000 also. Okay, 15 May 15, 15,000. Okay, so we are done with this transaction. Okay, let's highlight the transaction May 15. So let's proceed to transaction 18. Accounts receivable is your debit 12,000. Accounts receivable is your debit 2023 May 18 GG-1. Okay. Rendered services to a customer. Okay, so go back. Okay, so May 18, 12,000. May 18, 12,000. So what's your credit? Our credit is service income May 18. Service income. Okay, our service income is May 18. $12,000. GG-1. Okay, May 18. So let's go back. May 18. GG1. Service income. Service income 12,000. Service income. Service income 12,000. Okay, May 18. Service income. Rendered services to a customer 12,000. Okay, so we are done with the May 18 transaction posting to the general ledger. So let's highlight the transaction. Okay, so let's proceed to May 20. So May 20 cash 12,000. May 20 cash 12,000. So what's the okay to record collection to the customer's account? Okay, so our explanation is the collection to the customer's account. Collection to the customer's account. Collection to the customer's account. Okay, J-1. Okay, 12,000. So that's our debit. And our credit is accounts receivable 12,000. Accounts receivable 12,000. 2023 May 20. Okay, so JG1 12,000. Okay, so we are done with the transaction of May 20. So let's proceed to 21 transaction. Notes receivable is our debit, 16,000. JG2, this is page 2 already. Okay, so I forget the transaction. 21, 16,000. Notes receivable 21,000. 21. Notes receivable 2023 May 21, 16,000. And the explanation is to explanation. Okay, rendered services to a customer. Rendered services to a customer 16,000. Okay, that's May 21. Then credit service income. Okay, service income. Okay, so what's the amount? Service income. May 21, 16,000. Okay, try to look at again. Notes receivable, debit, and credit service income. May, this is May 20, May 21. So this is our debit, right? Note receivable. So May 21 and okay, go back here para mas clarify. So May 21, credit service income 16,000. page 2, 16,000, May 21. Okay, so we're done with the transaction of May 21. So okay, on May 22, so debit cash 16,000. AG2 16,000. Let's check. Give 16,000. May 22, 16,000. Then credit notes receivable 16,000. Okay, 16,000. 2023 May. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Forget to write the explanation of the cash debit. Okay, collection to the customer's promissory note. Collection or collection the customer's promissory note. Then the credit is, let's copy the explanation. The credit of the 2020, the credit accounting title of May 22 is notes receivable 16,000. Okay, so May 22. So next, we are done with the transaction 22. Let's highlight again and let us proceed to transaction on May 23. So debit cash 1 million. Debit cash JJ2 1 million. Okay, so what transaction is this? 23. Okay, 23 and investment by the owner. 23 May 23 investment by the owner. Okay, then our value parted with L. Romero Capital 1 million. L. Romero Capital. Credit. (2023) May. So what's our credit? Okay, L. Romero Capital 23 May 22. May 23. JJ page 2 and 1 million. Okay, so let's proceed to the next transaction. So we are done in transaction number 23. So let's proceed to transaction 25. So L. Romero drawing debit 25,000. So drawing. Find the drawing account. Okay. So this is 2023 May 25 withdrawal by the owner, and this is JJ page 2. So how much is the amount? Okay, so 25,000 pesos. 25,000 pesos, and our credit is cash of 25,000 credit. JJ to 25,000, and what's the date again? So May 25. May 25. Okay, we're done with the 25 transaction. So okay, we have only one transaction left. So debit salaries expense. Okay, 2023 May 30, payment for expenses. Okay, so JJ page 2. Then how much is the salaries expense? We have 20,000 pesos. Okay. Where's the salaries? Okay, I think logging. Salaries expense is how much? 20,000. Okay, 20,000. So salaries expense is 20,000. So what's your credit? Go back to the transaction. Okay. So credit is cash 20,000. So same date, May 30. Credit cash May 30. Payment for expenses. Okay, JJ page 2. And how much is the amount? 20,000. 20,000. Okay. So we are done recording all the transactions. So I put highlight of the transaction because this is my way on how to check if I am done recording the transaction or I'm done posting to the general ledger. Okay, so for me to not confuse or to record it again. Okay, or to post it. So after you post to the ledger, so you're going to sum up, no? So did you remember the normal balances of the cash? So the normal balance of cash, since this is belong to an asset, no? So cash is a form of an asset, so it is increased in the debit side. So but before that, you're going to add, no, add all the debit and sum up, no, sum up all the debit and sum up all the credit. Okay, so 20,000 plus 15,000 plus 12,000 plus 16,000 plus 1 million. Okay, 1 million. Okay, so your total cash in debit is 1,063,000. 1,063,000. And the total on your credit side is 600,000 plus 35,000 laking zero. 35,000. So be careful, diba? A while ago, this is only 3,500, so lacking zero. So for you to recheck it again, go back to the transaction on May 10, the page 1 JG1. So that's how useful is the folio number for you to have a reference into your general journal page 1, and this is May 10 transaction. So go back to page 1 of general journal and May 10 transaction. May 10 transaction JG1. So this is page 1. So our amount is not correct. So this is 35,000. So when I posted it to the general ledger, so this cash and credit is 3,500. So this is not 3,500, this is 35,000, so add zero. So this is really important that you should be careful in posting to the general ledger, because it might be the cost that you cannot balance in the near transaction, or especially if you're going to record in the trial balance at the same time if you're going to calculate financial position. So maglisod ka og balance kung makuwang ra na siya og zero or centavos, no? So please be careful. Okay, so 35,000. So continue, let's add the all credit. 35,000 plus 25,000 plus 25,000 plus 20,000. Okay, so our total is 705,000. 705,000. And this is not a fix already, no? This is not fixed already, because you cannot find out if your general ledger is correct if you're not yet done with your trial balance, no? So you can check that you are having an error if you cannot balance in your trial balance. So therefore, I'm very particular of the reference for us to easily check where you are wrong, especially if you are posting to the general ledger, or it might be, or you might be wrong when you are recording to your general journal. So maybe you forgot, or you wasn't able to analyze clearly the what would be the debit and the credit. Okay, especially for choosing the accounting titles to be debited and credited. Okay, so this is our total. Now, if you're going to assess, so the debit amount 1,063,000 is greater than the credit side 705,000. So of course, so our cash is greater than the credit, since cash is increasing. So dapat magkadako gyud mo, dako gyud mo cash, no? Kay it might be kung mas gamay, it might be kung dako ang imuhang credit, no? So shortage ng imuhang puhunan, so nagsige ra ka gasto. Okay, so please be careful. Okay, So next, accounts receivable. So please do not underline or do not double line this yet, because we are not yet done for the adjusting entries, the reversing and the closing entries. So just let it be. So ana na ta mag-closing sa butangan nato nag 00 diha, no? Kung parehas na ni silang, if this amount 1,063,000 is the same with the credit side, so before ka mubutang og 00, that means you are balanced already, but you're not yet balanced, so do not write 0 in that box. So i-minus man na nato siya. Okay, so since this is debit and credit, so you're going to subtract it. So 1,063,000 minus 705,000. So remember in your mathematics, no, the rule of the plus and minus. So in accounting also, we have debit and credit, no? So unlike sign na siya sa accounting, so debit and credit, you should subtract it. But if your transaction is all debit, so you should add, and all credit, you should add. So unlike sign, you should subtract. Okay, so 1,063,000 minus 705,000 equals 358,000. Okay, 358,000. So okay, so next transaction, accounts receivable. Okay, so since our transaction account receivable is they are already closed, no? So what's the normal balances of the accounts receivable? It should be debit, no? So 12,000 and 12,000 kay gibayaran naman nato ang ang utang sa atong mga customers. So you should mark it 0. So balance na. Okay? So and it's the time you should double line. Okay? So double line, it should be double line, ha? So wala man ko'y kungan. I am using the Google Form, so I cannot double line here. So muna siya. Accounts receivable, and the notes receivable also 0. Okay? Kung mag-closing, no? Kung mag-closing na ta. So 6. Okay, so 0 na ang utang. Okay, so remain laundry supplies 35,000, delivery equipment 600,000, office equipment 20,000, for office furniture and fixtures. We have 25,000 in the debit. If we're going to check, no? So kailangan nato na i-close. So kailangan jud siya i-close to. Laundry supplies, wala man siya yung may credit, no? So delivery equipment, wala po. Okay, let's try to check the office equipment. Okay? In transaction May 2. Okay, credit. Then office furnitures and fixtures, debit 25,000. Then notes payable, so no more debts. So wala na yung utang, no? So 0 balance. Okay. Then accounts payable also 0 balance. So please check, no? So ano ni utang ninyo sa Pwede na lang. Okay. Okay, anyway, let us recheck this one by the next video recording. Okay, so for now, I will just put this here kung if where is the normal balances. So the normal balances should be here in debit. Okay, debit man siya. Okay. So there it is not balanced yet. Open na close. And this one, so the normal balance of notes payable is here in credit. So let's put the 0 here. Okay, wala na yung utang. Then this one, the accounts payable here, let's put 0. Normal balances is liabilities in credit. And the service income, let's sum up. 15,000 plus 12,000 and 16,000. So total of 43,000 pesos. Okay, we cannot close this because there is no closing interest yet, no. So we need to close that to our capital and so on and so forth. So maybe I will be discussing that as we go along. Okay. So salaries expense, so not yet close. Romero capital, no, and Romero drawing. Okay. So that's all for the general ledger. So if there are some question, so you will just comment in this comment section below. No, if you're going to check the different entries, so these are the entries, no. Okay, these are the general ledgers together with the accounting titles where you're gonna input all the transactions from general journal. Okay, so okay, that's all for this discussion, for the discussion of the computation of the general journal and the general ledger, no. So but we are focusing on the general ledger here because we are posting the transactions that we are transacting or we journalize in the general journal. So we already done. So we are already done in posting to the general ledger. Okay, so thank you for listening. I hope you learned something. Okay, goodbye.